Hey guys, today I'll be reviewing a 2016 BMW 220i M Sport. This is obviously the 2-litre step auto, so it's a ZF8 gearbox, and yeah, it's an M Sport trim. So obviously a lovely looking car. So one's a 65 plate 2016 model, and a little bit of insight to the 2 Series Coupé. It came out for 2014 model year, and this model, the F22, ran up from 2014 to 2017. So this is sort of in the middle in terms of the years, and yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's finished in estrial blue metallic, which is the only blue they offered on this shape of car, and this is an M Sport trim, so it gives you you get gloss black kidney grills, yeah, halogen headlights with halogen DRLs and fog lamps, and you've got the 18-inch 461M M Sport alloys with little M Sport rubber badge embossed onto the bottom of the centre cap on the rim, which is nice, and M Sport wing badges there, and also gloss black window trim. This one's got the optional sun protection pack, which gives you rear sun protection glass, which is privacy, and a graduated windscreen tint. Yeah, front windscreen tint, which just is basically tinted towards the top. You can't just get the privacy separately, you have to get it in the pack called the sun protection pack, so very nice. You've also got deck shelf speakers for the audio system, which is quite nice, and this one's got front and rear parking sensors as part of the driver comfort pack. You've got single exit exhaust, sort of ferric grey painted rear bumper, and yeah, obviously the 2 Series petrol came in a number of different engine trims, including the 218i, the 220, the 228, the 230, the M235i, the M240, the M2, and the M2 Comp. So obviously a large amount of petrol engine trims are offered on the M, which superseded each other. The M2 Comp superseded the M2, and the M240i replaced the M235 later on. So yeah, you've got battery in here, the audio amplifier in the back here as well, and your fuse system. So yeah, quite nice. Make sure you don't get the boot wet, and yeah, you've got the I denoting that it's an injection model and it's a petrol and it's not the D model, so very nice. Obviously gloss black window trims look nice. The M Sport definitely looks a lot nicer than the standard Sport or SE trim, but yeah, this one's got the £800 black Dakota leather option, or yeah, Dakota leather with a black colour, so very nice. You get standard Alcantara and cloth, which isn't particularly that nice. The leather is definitely a must, and for £800 most of them do have this option, funny enough. You've got 2-way electrically adjustable lumbar bolster support, which inflates the bolsters, and you've got 2-way manual cushion extension, and you've got 2 rear seats in the back as well as part of a coupe sort of trim. Very nice, very clean. I mean, yeah, just to mention, the car's the condition of the car is absolutely immaculate. I don't think you'll find any bit of damage on the car. The alloys are brilliant, the paintwork just is like brand new almost. I've not seen a single bit of damage, but yeah, obviously this one's got the optional driver comfort pack, which, like I said, gives you front and rear parking sensors, cruise control, and electric power assisted steering, which funny enough not all of them come with. You get hydraulic fluid steering standard. So yeah, the electric power steering has a sporty, more rigid feel and is a little bit more responsive. Obviously you've got dimming rear view mirror, which is like manual. You just flick the sort of alarm knob there. You've got 1-zone climate control. This one's also got the optional heated front seats, and this one's got the optional business navigation, which is well, in BMW's terms it's just called the navigation pack. So it just gives you navigation and road traffic control monitoring. So yeah, you've got sports displays as well, showing your horsepower and newton meters of torque actively, and yeah, vehicle status. You've got a tire pressure and the services. Obviously this has got impeccable service history. It's got a full BMW services from Vines Guildford, and yeah, the last one was a brake fluid. I think it's had about 5 oil ones, inspection. It's had the oil in 2023. It's had the sparkies done as well, so the spark plugs are less than 2 years old, which is pretty impressive. Those will probably need doing in 2 years time or 1 year, so not for a very long time it needs doing. But yeah, obviously, like I said, it's done about 19,000 miles. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it's just about 19 142. So yeah, like I said, heated front seats, 1-zone climate control with temperature adjustment and air conditioning, and this one's got optional ZF8 gearbox, which is an 8-speed ZF Auto German, and yeah, a lot nicer and a lot more responsive than the manual gearbox you got in these. So yeah, 8-speed rather than the 6-speed. You've also got different driving modes: Comfort, Eco, Eco Pro, Comfort, Sport and Sport Plus. I like driving the Sport Plus. Sport Plus limits your traction a bit and makes it quite a aggressive ride. So yeah, you've got Dakota leather knee pads here as well, or either that's leatherette and 12-volt socket. You've also got a USB Type 2, an auxiliary, and a manual handbrake as well, which is nice, classic manual handbrake. And the Sport automatic transmission, which gives you these paddle shift. You've got a double latch classic BMW style bonnet as well. Latch, and yeah, you've got M Sport tread plates as well in stainless steel, and this aluminium sort of trim. So definitely nice to have. You've got black Dakota sort of armrest and door paneling there. There's thicker leather on the door panel than there is on my armrest, but nevertheless very nice, with the sun protection glass and the gloss black window trims, and sort of the gloss black detailing around the bottom sculpture of the mirror and the mirror surround, which is just really nice. It is obviously a very lovely car in estriol blue. Not sure what people think of this colour these days, but yeah, I think it's definitely a lovely looking colour in my opinion. Like I said, 3 owners. Under the bonnet you've got a 2-litre 4-cylinder, so this is codenamed the N20. This is a 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder, so it's a just a 2-litre with a twin scroll single turbo, so a single turbocharger of 2 ports. So yeah, almost has the same power as 2 turbos, but yeah, this one kicks out 184 brake horsepower. So definitely Mini Cooper S level there, which is quite nice, and almost getting to the John Cooper stage. So definitely more than enough power for everyday needs. I think literally the only thing I saw was just that tiny nick on the front. Yeah, it's almost impossible to see. There's basically nothing there. This just in brilliant condition. I don't think you'll find anything else. It is in immaculate condition, and I don't particularly think this will stick around for a very long time. So yeah, I'd get your hands in it as soon as possible really. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, today I'll be test driving the 220i. So yeah, obviously quite a nice car. This one's finished in estriol blue, or as the Germans call it, estriol blau, which is German saying. Do like the mechanical handbrake, the manual sort of handbrake they've got on these modern F series BMs, which is quite nice. Obviously this is the F22, so the 2 Series came out in a coupe or convertible trim. I think they also did the Active and the Grand Tourer, and now they're doing Grand Coupes and sort of the hatchback, the Grand Coupe 4-door, which yeah, most commonly known for the even number of BMW series lineups were the Grand Coupes, which is quite nice. And then the odd numbers normally were Gran Turismo, such as the 3 and the 5 series. So yeah, obviously it's 220i, so yeah, it's got the N20 twin, single twin scroll, yeah, single turbo with twin scroll function, twin port turbo. So it's actually quite nippy. It's 184 brakes, so it's basically, I don't think it's the same engine used in the Mini. I may be wrong. I think Mini's had a B48. But yeah, this is an N20 with roughly the same horsepower as the Mini Cooper S. So yeah, it's pretty nippy in sport mode. This one's got the driver comfort pack, so this gives you cruise control, front and rear parking sensors. The only way to get cruise is in that pack, and I think maybe even parking sensors. And this one also has with the driver pack, obviously you've got the electric power assisted steering, as these had hydraulic steering standard. So electric power steering is a bit more responsive, it feels a bit more sporty, and it's a bit more rigid than the regular hydraulic steering offered on the regular 220s. So yeah, in terms of the engine options, it's the second sort of entry level trim of engines. So you have a 218, the 220, the 228, the 230, the M35, the M40, which was the M240, the M235, and the M2 and the M2 comp. So yeah, it is obviously quite low down there, but I think the 218 will probably be slacking with power a bit, whereas the 220 still has quite a decent amount of power. It is quite a nippy car, considering this one's got the optional ZF80 gearbox. It's quite rare for these to come in manual because no one really wanted a manual 220i. It's not really a race car, sports car like the M2 was. Just haven't come out for M2, but obviously it's not as quick as the M2, but it still is pretty respectably quick. I would say it's more than enough for everyday life. But yeah, it is definitely a lovely car. It looks quite nice, and yeah, I bought it because, you know, it's got cruise. Quite a few of them don't have cruise or heated seats or parking sensors at all. Some don't even have nav. This one has a business nav. I don't think BMW call that anymore, business nav. They just call this the navigation pack, which just gives you the basic navigation, not the pro nav. But yeah, I'll always know this system as a business nav. So yeah, very nice. And you've got one zone climate control and two-way electric bolster support, which is standard on all 2 Series models, and this aluminium sort of grained trim. But yeah, very nice. You know, like I said, Estrel Blau, and it's got the 18-inch 461M alloy standard on the M Sport trims. The M Sport's definitely the one to have. The Sports and the SEs are quite basic. Even on this M Sport car, you have to pay £800 for the Dakota leather option. So full real leather costs £800 on the 2 Series. Otherwise, you get Alcantara and cloth standard, and it's not particularly the nicest really. It's quite low quality grain Alcantara, and it's quite rare for these to have it because, like I said, nobody really wants that. Most people option for leather and the heated seats and stuff, the essential stuff. But yeah, nevertheless, this one's got 19,000 miles and full BMW service history with quite a reasonable 3 owners. So yeah, can't really go wrong. It sounds quite nice as well. You've got the turbo blow off as well, off the N20's power unit. Obviously, being 2 litre 4 cylinder, it is quite you know, quite a respectably nippy car. Some of these came with 3 cylinders, I think, and the minis they're particularly quite sluggy and not particularly smooth to drive. But the 4 Series definitely offers a nice ride comfort. And yeah, you've got the classic analog dials, and obviously sports displays showing your horsepower and Newton meters of torque. So it's definitely lovely to have, I gotta say. Very nice. Just looks quite nice as well for price point. If someone's looking like, yeah, I feel like maybe it's sort of a girl's colour. Maybe a girl would want to buy this car, but maybe also a man because it's an M Sport. But I would say it's quite a nice, respectable car. I'd probably buy one maybe if it was sort of within my price bracket, and I didn't really care much about M2s and stuff, and you know, ultra sporty cars. You know, it's quite a respectable little car, and yeah, like I said, full history. It's nice to have full history on these, and yeah, obviously quite low mileage, so the condition of it is just brilliant. I honestly don't think you'll find any damage on this car. I think the one thing that I might have seen is an ever so small, like 1mm stone chip. Apart from that, literally, this car is mint. It's probably one of the best cars I've ever seen in terms of condition. But obviously with that is a mileage, so you know, if you do buy a higher mileage car, you will expect, you know, less lifespan of the engine, and the condition may not be as good. But yeah, it may have more stone chips on the bonnet and stuff like that. So obviously it's quite a respectable little car. But yeah, nevertheless, just a lovely little car. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.